Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third annual ever Stupid Statue Awards. That's right, it's a night of honoring the incredibly stupid things that happened in the collecting community this past year of 2023. Now, who better to represent this stupid stuff than the Extreme Channel? So please put your hands together and join me in welcoming the one, the only, Mr. X. Thank you. Want to look my best? Thank you, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to the third ever annual Stupid Statue Awards. This is a night where we look at the entire year of statue collecting, and this year we're going to change it up a little bit. So much so that this segment will have a new title next year. We're not going to limit it to just statue in the collecting world, but we're going to incorporate pop culture. So while this is the Stupid Statue Awards 2023, next year, hang on, what's it going to be called? I didn't prep for this. Doesn't even recognize my face. I look so damn good. The SPCCA, which stands for Stupid Pop Culture and Collectibles Awards Show. So it should probably be SPCCAS. Spicas. Anyway, this year we're going to look at 20 different categories in the collecting world and name winners for each of those made-up categories. Now, as a reminder, the categories were hand-selected by a huge committee of one, which is me, and then I also decided the winner. But it was verified by me, myself, and I. So in honor of us changing to the SPICAs next year, that Stupid Pop Culture and Collecting Awards Show, the first category has to do with pop culture, and then the other 19 categories are all statue and collecting related. But the first one is a film. This is the film that nobody wanted, we didn't need, and nobody watched. And that's right, you guessed it, The Marvels from the MCU. Absolutely fantastic job winning this category, The Marvels. Thank you so much for your contribution to the film nobody wanted, we didn't need, and nobody watched. Now, as we move into the collectible categories, mostly with statues, a few different things. We look at some stupid things that statue companies did. We look at a few stupid things that the statue communities did. And of course, some of the stupid statues that are out there. So our first category is the statue that weighs more than your mom. Yes, this is none other than XM Studios' Maestro statue. Maestro, however you want to say it, this bitch weighs more than 300 pounds, which is barely more than your mom, but it definitely deserves that award. This next category is a little more serious. Something that was really prevalent in 2023 is what I would call an unconventional or inconvenient statue option. And that is back-end displays. No, not the back end that you find in prison, but they actually put all these elaborate things on the back of statues this year, and it's getting more and more prevalent. Now, unfortunately, unless you put that shit in the middle of the room, or on a rotating table, or by mirrors everywhere, kind of like the ones I have above my bed, you're never going to see that beauty. So it's almost a waste, it's unconventional and inconvenient. This next category is categorized as the statue you could buy or feed a small country for a year. Of course, that is the recently revealed Queen Studios Batman Armory for over $40,000. So again, statue collectors had a great choice. You could feed a starving country for a year, or you could buy this crazy, insane option of a statue. And I say to you, why not do both? I want to turn my focus to statue companies. Next category is going to be awarded to a statue company. It's a statue company that decided to come out with the character, do an I gotcha on the statue community. So what I mean by that is they came out with an amazing statue of a character, And they said, you know what, you can't buy very many of these. But don't worry, we're going to release a totally different one of that character that's just as good. And then we're going to do variants of both. That belongs to none other than Sideshow Collectibles Poison Ivy. They came out with multiple Poison Ivy statues, made it seem like if you didn't buy it, you'd be in trouble. But you were totally fine, because they're probably going to put 3 more out in 2024. Well done, Sideshow Collecting. As we dive into statue collecting, one of the forbidden words, forbidden, whatever you want to say, is recast. You can't talk about recast because recasts are not good. This statue right here, not only did the producers recast it, but they bragged about it. And that is none other than Prime 1 Studios' Big Chap Alien. Now, I don't know if it's considered a recast if you were the original producer and then you remake it. This one could almost fall into that previous category. Sideshow Collectibles one of I gotcha, shame on you collectors. But Prime 1 Studio with their Big Chap Alien reissue/recast is the winner of this category. Now focusing back on collectors again, I want to talk about the biggest lesson learned in 2023 when purchasing statues. And it's really easy. Just wait, it'll get cheaper. As we experienced, do not buy things right away, because just wait, it'll be cheaper, either from the manufacturer, distributor, or buying secondhand from another collector. So always remember, just wait, it'll get cheaper. This next award I coined as the Benjamin Button Award. Now if you haven't seen that, Benjamin Button is a movie I've actually never seen, but I know Brad Pitt plays a guy who was born old, and then as he grows up, he gets younger. This goes to none other than J&D Studios with their Christian Bale Batman. Christian Bale, the unmasked portrait, looks like he's about 90 years old. Aggressive aging, the Benjamin Button Award for this year goes to J&D Studios, Dark Knight, Christian Bale Batman. Most gaudy is our next category. Now this is when they take a character or a statue and they say, how do we make this as gaudy as hell? If you're unfamiliar, the term gaudy, to my knowledge, means extravagant, buoyant. Buoyant? No, it's not the water. Morons might call it, it has presence. But that is Prime 1 Studios Optimus Prime design right here. Now don't get me wrong, I think this statue is really cool, but my god, this is too much. Too gaudy. Let's put everything we can on this statue, and then we can sell it for $5,000. And you know what? To their credit, it worked. I'm going to give this next award to a company. And this is generalizing over a lot of different pieces, but we're going to call this the biggest money-grabbing company. So this company decided, you know what, we're going to make some money any way we can, and that goes to, of course, Prime 1 Studio for all the different variants and different releases of statues they've already had, whether it's ones from years ago or just, hey, I'm going to have a new reissue right here. So Prime 1 Studio wins the award for the biggest money-grabbing company out there. Might even call them lazy. Brighton Road Studio is also the winner of this next category. That's right, the most expensive shipping. And this, we really want to congratulate them on, because they tried really, really hard to make sure that they had the most expensive shipping, and by God, they achieved it. Well done, Prime 1 Studios. Thanks for giving us outrageous shipping prices that are way above and beyond what the carriers actually charge. Another new category here, I call this the craziest what the fuck is that? Oh shit, I need it statues. This really surprised me, but I'm going to award this to XM Studios. Came out with their Horsemen of the Apocalypse line. I don't know the basis for these characters. I think it's out of XM Studios' mind with some biblical references, but these were like, what the hell is this? I need that in my collection. They are absolutely amazing. So really good props to XM Studios. This is probably an award they actually want to win. But the XM Apocalypse horse line is the craziest, what the fuck, oh shit, I need that statue category award winner. What a mouthful.
That's what she said.
So gonna give you another preview of, what the hell is it called? The Spiccas next year. We're gonna jump back into pop culture for a second. So this one is the biggest disappointment of a pop culture related series, and that's gonna go to Ahsoka. Ahsoka. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Rosario Dawson, but this series was horrible. And if you're freaking out about this, check out my troll video I did last month. But so first of all, the main character, she looked like she was asleep half the time. The battle scenes were like in slow motion. And they couldn't figure out what to do. So they said, you know what, let's create zombies and witches and flying whales, because that'll mix really well with Star Wars. And if that's not bad enough, they said, you know what, let's let everybody become a Jedi and use the Force. Reminds me of The Incredibles. When everyone's special, then no one is. But biggest disappointment of all the different series that came out this year, without a doubt. So sad. Yes, I'll watch season 2, but they win that award. Back to companies. This next company gonna win the award for let's do a one-off character and then not complete the rest of the franchise and then keep doing that over and over again. So you've seen this with Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones, and more. That's right, J&D Studios wins the category for let's do a one-off and not complete the line. Congratulations for just putting out the most random fucking characters and then not any companion pieces with them, J&D Studios. Keep it up. Biggest licensing ripoff. Ripoff is probably the wrong word, maybe outsmarting. This is going to go to PCS, and this is with their Blade statue. So they couldn't get the rights to do a Wesley Snipes Blade from the movie, so they did one from the video game that used Wesley Snipes as the likeness, which is crazy. This is an amazing statue, and there is some Wesley Snipes in there. It's not based off Wesley Snipes, it's based off the video game, which is based off Wesley Snipes. So you'll see some different portraits that look like him, but well done to get around those legal maneuvers from Marvel. Great job, Ant and PCS. I actually give you props for this category. This next one, we haven't talked a lot about custom statues, but I'm a big custom statue collector, and this next category is the stupidest, most stupid, but most badass concept ever. And that is this Gladiator Wolverine. So the producer of this, I wrote a blog on it, he did let me know, and he showed me pictures that back in the days, the Gladiators did wear helmets without shirts. But as I talked about in the blog, this doesn't make sense, because why would Wolverine be in Gladiator times? They're making so many different iterations of Wolverine because they sell. But one can't deny, this. Not only is this statue amazing, it's just incredibly badass. Another new category coming up, this is the biggest fanboy divide. So I was actually scrolling through social media and I saw my picture in a number of different groups because they were comparing this LBS 1/3 scale Hulk statue against this custom 1/4 scale Hulk statue. And I was reading through the comments and you could tell the fanboys for both sides were defending their pick like no tomorrow. This was almost as bad as watching Biden versus Trump. Some of them didn't have reasoning. You could just tell they were supporting or not supporting whatever they wanted to be a fanboy towards. I think both are great personally. Definitely the biggest fanboy divide of the year is from LBS Hulk and LL Custom 1/4 scale Hulk. Now, before I get to the last category, I noticed I just have 19 and I need 20, so I need to think on the fly, like, what could be another category? We could do YouTubers with the most feet shots. We could do companies that ripped us off the most. I don't know. You guys throw that category below. Throw that down in the comments below what a category should have been for this year and who would win it, because not only do I love to read your comments, but read through other people's, and that comment could win you a statue. As we try to grow this channel, we like to reward you guys for watching and subscribing. So because of that, every 5,000 milestone when it comes to subscribers, we give away a couple $1,000s worth of statues. We've actually given away over 20 statues. To win one was easy. First, you gotta be subscribed to the channel. You'll get bell notifications when videos drop. Each video that drops, you wanna make a comment on those videos. We pick a random video, we give away statues based on a comment. You can say whatever you want. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. This last category is actually more of a serious category, but I'm calling this Character of the Year. What I mean by that is it's a character that we had so many amazing statues released, and I kind of hinted at it just a few minutes ago. I think Character of the Year definitely belongs to Hulk this year. Let's look at why. First of all, the LBS Hulk we talked about, absolutely amazing statue, well done. Followed by that custom, again, another amazing Hulk statue. But wait, there's more. Queen Hulk on Throne came out kind of at the beginning of this year, a little bit towards the end of last year. Another amazing statue for sure. This custom Hulk, if you recall right here, that symbolizes the original Hulk, Lou Ferrigno, came out this year. And the one I'm currently waiting on, already hit a few collectors, Maestro on Throne. Arguably, probably one of the coolest Hulk statues, even though he's not truly Hulk, he's a version of Hulk. So I think with all that being said, Hulk is definitely the character of the year when it comes to statue form. So if you're watching this on Christmas Eve live, I'd just like to tell you guys thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that your night is going well, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas. And if that offends you, go fuck your mom. Hey, thank you guys so much for a third year in a row of the Stupid Statue Awards. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'm going to keep drinking. You should too. Boom! Done!